Live from the studio of his parents' basement, the Have You Seen It podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. Sitting across me is the one and only Cash Krause. But before we begin, if you guys could please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. So with that said, Cash, what are we reviewing today?
Well, it's our blockbuster. It's the big one.
It
It's
is.
the second Ridley Scott film to come out this year.
Which
He's going the way of Scorsese, where it's like, I get older, I got less time to make films, so I got to make a lot more movies, which I love.
And I feel really bad that I was not able to go see The Last Duel. I heard it was a great film.
After seeing this, I feel even worse. I feel like I missed out on the good Ridley Scott film of the
This
year,
year, yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, which sucks. But we could talk about that. There's some drama surrounding The Last Duel as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see what he said?
That's hilarious.
He was pissed, dude.
He said the most boomer shit I've ever heard in my life.
These damn millennials can't get off their cell phones.
Well, for one, he said he called millennials millennians.
Millennials.
He got the name wrong. He's far from anything. I mean, But yeah, if you haven't been keeping up on that drama, he said The Last Duel failed was because of cell phones and Facebook, which I don't think millennials are even on Facebook that much
these
anymore.
days, no. I can't believe Ridley
You
Scott
gotta be
is...
so out of touch.
Yeah, you do. I cannot believe he's 83 already.
He's very old.
He's getting old, man.
I'm working a ton though.
Yeah.
But loves to do movies about rich people these days because that's
Well, I mean...
what he is.
Yeah.
He can only
He's got to
relate to-
resonate with something, and that's what he does, right? Rich people.
But yeah, I really wanted to see The Last Duel, and yeah, so if you haven't saw it, Ridley Scott went on the Mark Maron podcast, and he said the reason The Last Duel only made $27 million on a $100 million budget was because millennials were on their cell phones, and that you only it didn't even make sense. Like
That bombed at the box office, then.
you only see things if they tell you
Well,
to see it on your cell phone, which is like. I watched the Last Duel trailer on my cell phone. Like,
Right. But let's be
that's
honest.
the only way I saw it.
Let's be honest here. As much as I wanted to go see the film, because we obviously watch a lot of film, to people who don't, you did not market that film right at all.
No one knew.
No one knew about it.
I asked me, I'm like, hey, were you excited for the last Duel? Yeah,
What is that?
no.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I know.
They did not market this well at all.
It was Disney who, because it was Fox, but then it was Disney. So it was Disney who was marketing, but Ridley Scott said, no, it wasn't Disney. It was millennials. They didn't see on their phone. So just an old man that's very out of touch, I would say.
Yeah.
But,
I think overall a good director, but kind of out of touch here. But one of the
he's
films
directing
that-
like he's directing in 1970. I mean, times are changing, Ridley Scott. You got to.
I think you and I will disagree on House of Gucci a little bit, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, I did not know about any of this shit that happened with Gucci.
Either did I. I wish I kind of. I want to know more. I don't feel like this 2-hour film did the service of this the story. I feel like there was a lot more than what was going on between this family.
Well, yeah, I think the execution was a little fast, but again, we were 2 hours and fucking 35 minutes into this film by the time we finally got, the assassination.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like. That was my big disagreement with it. Was so many characters and not enough time spent with any of these characters, for sure.
That's something I will agree with, but in the transition was real fast too, right? So Pacino's character from loving, loving Patricia so much to all of a sudden
There's no development
they don't get along at all. Aldo and Patricia, to them being mortal enemies essentially.
Well, I'd say Maurizio development from kind of not wanting to be part of Gucci to being the most cutthroat businessman of all time is very quick.
Yeah, and I also did not get to see the relationship develop as to why he didn't want his wife anymore. That was also a little confusing.
I wanted to see more of why they fell in love. I felt like it was kind of really, everything was just, this needed to be, and I think it was at one point, but this needed to be like a 10-part miniseries or something. Like, we needed a lot. There's a lot of moving parts, so many pieces of the family, and it's like, the Selma Hayek character of the whatever of the fortune teller.
Yes.
You spend like maybe 5 minutes total with her, and then she's like in the latter half of the entire part of the third act. She's like, she's the one hiring.
She's the hiring the assassins.
I wanted more time spent with her. I want more of that background character. Clearly a pretty interesting character, fortune teller / knows a lot of hitmen. like we get what 5 minutes with her, and then all of a sudden her and it's so weird. Well, we'll get throughout the entire thing, but Lady Gaga's character, Patricia, she calls this this fortune teller, like, it's the 80s, of course, so, fortune tellers on TV, they charge you a fortune. She calls her once. The next scene, she's in her house. Like, they're best friends now. Like, she searched her out. Like, it just moves so fucking fast, and you had to have moved so fast that it's like you have to make this film. You can make it a miniseries. I mean, Ridley Scott, he does Raised by Wolves. He does miniseries all the time. Right. So I
loved Raised by Wolves.
So did I. Yeah. And I needed just more time. Because what I've heard from reading a little bit about it is the real story is even crazier than what they did on film.
Really?
But they just had to, they had to cut it down. And they had to make it somewhat believable because you only have 2 hours. So I just had... And I thought the dialogue and the writing, I mean, the writing goes with us not spending enough time with the characters. Mm-hmm. So I didn't think the writing was that great. To me, the best part about it was the
cast.
Casting
was awesome. I love Jared Leto.
I just don't think they got enough time with those characters to do more with that cast. I thought the costume design was the best part.
Well, yeah, because Gucci, the CEO, gave them the rights for those costumes.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing you had to have.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to make a Gucci film.
But it did. It felt very 1980s. Everything, the cars, the house, the clothing. It was if this film was nominated for any Oscar, it'll be nominated for costume design, without a doubt. Yep. I mean, even like with the Lady Gaga in Switzerland, the ski suit, it was very 1980s.
Oh, for sure.
So the costume designs were perfect, I felt like. But that's my highest praise of it was costume designs, I felt.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I thought the acting was really well done. I enjoyed Jared, as I said before, Jared Leto. I thought his character was fucking hilarious as the bimbo son. I thought Pacino did a really good job too. I was waiting for that line when he saw Patricia's ass in the dress. I was waiting for it. She's got a great ass.
Well, to me, it feels like they were going to make him a lot sleazier at one point or something. Oh, and then maybe they had to cut it out or something because they were setting up. To me, the whole time I thought he was going to go after Patricia.
Yeah.
The whole time I thought they were setting that up. And then they talk about him being a sleazeball, but they never show anything. They're like, he's got some assistants that could really tell you something about him, but it never shows any of that. And I don't know. I wanted more reason to dislike him because at one point he goes to jail, but he doesn't seem like he's that bad of a guy.
No, I kind of liked Aldo. I was a little sad. I was like, why did they send his ass to jail?
And I thought it was, I don't know, I have not heard, this isn't like a big thing or whatever, but I thought it was kind of strange that how few Italians they used in any of the, even in the background characters, I felt like they were just guys they picked up from fucking Southern California or something. Like, I really felt like there'd be a lot more Italian influence, but there's very few Italian actors in this, which is weird because there's a lot of Italian American actors in Hollywood. I mean, Pacino, I think, is the only one that actually has some Italian blood in this film. But maybe Lady Gaga. But I thought for some of these side characters, you could definitely have used like authentic Italian. I felt the lawyer could have been more Italian. Like all these guys are just very.
The lawyer
who ends up trying to run Gucci at the end.
Oh, yes, him.
He's in it through everything. Like, that guy could have been straight up Italian.
Yeah, he could have been.
No, they didn't do it. It's
well, you saw that guy being a snake right away, though.
Yeah.
And I did, and that's something that I did like about the film. One thing that I thought they executed well was the character, not development, but the character ideas behind where everyone stood. Like I felt myself siding with Patricia over this lawyer, but then I could see where Adam Driver, Maurizio thought that his wife was trying to sabotage him and his family because everything she did, quote unquote, ruined family relationships. So as far as all of that and that intertwining, because I saw perspectives by both sides, and I'd find myself leaning towards Patricio, but then seeing where Mauricio also like where he was, mentally.
I just felt you needed just way more development of why, like how they got to that position. Like you said, one scene, they'd be loving, and the next scene, Patrizio is like, "Fuck all these guys, we'll do whatever it takes." It's almost like soap opera development, where it's like it moves from one scene to the other so fast. The pacing is kind of weird too, but it's like you don't spend enough time with characters to know where they're coming from for these big changes. Like and some things don't go. My favorite actor in this was Jeremy Irons. I thought he did a really good job as Rodolfo Gucci. Yeah, I thought he did a really good job. And he's in it, of course, the least amount. Yeah. He dies like in the first act. Spoiler alert, unfortunately. But I thought that whole arc, I wanted more of that arc between him and his son, Adam Driver. I wanted a lot more of that. We don't get it. We get like, he's like, okay, you're out of the family, and then we get nothing else for like the next 30 minutes until he's dying and they need him to come back or whatever. Yeah.
I laughed out loud in the theater. When it goes from him talking to his dad to boom, dead. Just right there.
So like,
I laughed so hard. And Mary was like, "You're embarrassing me," and I was like, "I'm sorry," but that transition was so.
I almost laughed out loud when like they didn't even bring up Aldo's death, even though he played.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, the film ends in 1995, and then at the very end they go, "Oh, in 1990 he died." Yeah. Like, what the fuck? That was not a huge part of the film. I mean. So, like I said, if the pacing is weird, where it's like they feel like we got to get through this story to tell the entire thing. It's got to be really fucking fast and quick. And it felt like it was really. You're introduced to Adam Driver's new love interest so fucking quick. Like she's just dropped in the middle of this film, and you're like, oh,
yeah, okay, I guess he's got a
I guess
lover.
she's gonna be a big part of this film now. It's very
that's something
odd.
That's something I totally agree with. I hated that, how fast she was introduced, and then how fast he was like,
she's in.
I'm over Patricia.
Yeah, new one's here. And like, just so happened they met while skiing, and now it's like, hey, I guess I'll marry you.
Yeah.
And no time, she has maybe, eight words in this film, the Switzerland chick or whatever. But yeah, there's some characters that are dropped in that just end up not having more of. I thought there'd be a bigger part of Jeremy Irons' character and Jared Leto's character of like them building that. Because he's like, well, he lost a son. Now maybe you'll gain one. And he shows him the designs, and there's a big scene just for Jeremy Irons' character, just to be telling him he's an idiot at the end. Like it was so brought up to be like, oh, maybe that could be interesting where they start going against each other. But it's like,
but there was no way that guy was.
Why do we have that scene? Yeah, for 30 minutes he looks at his pit photos.
I guess just to shit on the
this
Apollo.
one's good. Now this one's good. Yeah.
Poor Apollo.
And at the very end, yeah, Apollo, it was just useless.
God, but so funny. I enjoyed that Jared Leto performance, and unrecognizable too.
Yeah, he's good at anything he does, but
as a character,
the comedy did not land for me in this one. I felt it was weird that they even tried to go a lighter route in this one. And what I heard was Tom Ford, he's the guy they get from Austin to come and design. He pretty much reinvented Gucci, and he's also a director now. But he said he said he thought it was very strange that they tried to interject so much humor in it. He said it was incredibly dark time for Gucci. I mean, clearly they were hiring people to assassinate each other.
Yeah.
But also the business was crumbling, and they were pretty much splitting down the middle of what they wanted from the company. And then it became a point to where no Gucci's at all. They were being bought out by this Iraqi millionaire, and it was like. So he said, and I felt the same thing, where it's weird because they definitely tried to interject some humor into this, and it did not land for me most of the time. Sometimes it landed with the Apollo stuff, only because, I don't know, maybe he's the most interesting looking character in and you can't tell at all that's Jared Leto.
No,
they do a good job on the prosthetics.
They do a really good job.
Yeah, but
takes a scarf and he fucking pees on it. I'm like,
yeah,
God, dude.
I thought it should have been darker though, and much more. I don't know. backstabbing, much more reason to why because they backstab Paulo, and you don't really understand why either.
Yeah. Well, he was a useful idiot.
Oh yeah, for like 2 seconds, and then immediately they backstab him, and he's like, it goes from him having his own line to getting that under one show. Yeah. I know, like
they kind of fucked him over.
He was so stupid, like it's yeah. All of them were kind of stupid in a way, but except for Adam Driver's character.
Do you know Patrizia is still alive?
Yeah, this happened in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, she got 16, or no, she got
20-something years.
20-something years, but only served like 16, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
That's crazy.
I
can't believe she didn't get life for that. But again, you got
the guy who shot him got life.
Yeah, of course.
That bumbling idiot. Yeah, that scene's done so quick too. It's really breezed through. It's like
I know, you thought it was going to be more climactic, and it wasn't. It was just like, Maurizio.
Yeah.
Pa, pa. And I was like, okay, now the movie's over.
Exactly. I thought how they got there, too, would be more, I don't know, extravagant. Intricate is the best word for sure. But it's really like, even how they did it, how they hired the hitman was so, like, lazy and be like...
That's the guy.
Yeah.
They just had one picture.
Not 80, 60. I won't pay anymore for it. It's like... This gal's got a lot of money.
She does. I would have haggled a little bit.
Maybe you haggle, you don't get caught. And then it breezes through how they got caught. I mean, it doesn't even show how they got caught or anything, because at that point, you're already 2 hours and 30 minutes in.
See, yeah, actually, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, with you, the more I'm like, yeah, a miniseries would have been perfect for this.
Oh, it would have been so...
Could have done 8, 10 episodes.
You could have got, with these actors, too, I feel like you could have got these actors for like an 8-part HBO miniseries or something.
Yeah.
Because all these people, I wanted more time with Patrizio. And
I wanted more time with Al Pacino, Aldo.
I Aldo. You could have shown him in jail or something, or
making phone calls to his fucking dumbass Paulo.
Yeah, and more time with him and Paulo as well, and like more time with him and Maurizio for sure.
One scene, I fucking love this scene though, and just because I love Pacino, okay, but Paulo's like, well, I had to sell my shares. And he goes, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know, and he's yelling. And I'm thinking, dude, oh my God, Pacino's going to have a fucking heart attack on set. Right? And he goes, come here. He goes, you're my idiot. And he gives him a hug. I was like, oh, that's so
Pacino is great in this role for sure.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. He was the highlight of it for me.
Yeah, I think so too. Unfortunately, he's not in it enough.
Yeah.
Definitely not. But, yeah, I wanted to know how sleazy that guy fucking really was, or... I mean, he was embezzling or he was not paying his taxes. I mean, he got a full year. That's quite a bit.
It is.
Quite a bit for a white-collar crime. But, yeah, I like the scene of him, like, of Aldo, of them talking that he'll just get a slap on the wrist or whatever. And they end up giving him a fucking year. And then they screw up Aldo, or they screw over Aldo immediately. And he sells a share and he still doesn't have any money. How does that guy die penniless?
No idea.
That's another thing is how quick it happens from you really don't realize at all in the entire movie that Gucci is failing at all. They don't allure that the business is doing bad until until the scene when the people are buying Gucci. They're like, oh, by the way, Gucci has lost money for the last 8 years.
Yeah,
it's never alluded at all that they have any money problems.
I know, which was kind of weird.
You would have to know about the history of Gucci to know that at all. So that seems like another huge part of the story that, you know, clearly all these characters would be aware that this company is losing money.
Right.
So that would put another layer of stress over the entire sequence. But it's not, again, it's blown through, so you never fucking know that. But yeah, you get shocked or something? You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. It just felt like a bug was crawling on my ear.
They tore those things off? Yeah,
it scared me, bro. I didn't know if it was a spider or something.
You had a loose wire. Jeez.
Just catch it.
Holy
my hair, it's like the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial.
I'm like, I got the same headphones. Should I be taking mine off? I'm like, you're not telling me anything here. But yeah, overall, I just thought I wanted more time with the characters. I thought the cinematography was great, but Ridley Scott, I feel like these are not ever my favorite Ridley Scott films. All the Money in the World or whatever, I had no desire at all to see that.
No, that was the Kevin Spacey one, wasn't it? Before
I don't think they call it the Kevin Spacey movie.
Plummer.
Yeah, I think they call it the Christopher Plummer movie. But yeah, I just do not care that much about it. I would much rather have seen, and I'm going to blame the marketing, I'd much rather have seen
The Last Duel.
because I love The Gladiator as Ridley Scott. You know, that's a great film. So that's the kind of films I want to see from Ridley Scott. That or Alien. He should be working on an Alien movie.
Yeah, let's get another trilogy of that. I'm fine with that.
But instead, he's spending more time blaming the wrong people of why his movies are failing.
Well, The Last Duel, audience score 81%, certified fresh with 254 reviews at 85%. So
yeah, and what did House of Gucci get?
House of Gucci got 61%.
Yeah, that's probably what I would give it. I'd definitely give it a D, I think.
Yeah, so as it sits right now, 61%, 189 reviews. Audience score 87% though, with over 1,000 reviews.
Yeah, it's because they saw Lady Gaga.
Well, yeah, that might
And their
have been
brain went dumb, and that's all they saw. And they're like, oh.
And Adam Driver.
I gotta say,
Adam
this
Driver.
movie starring Lady Gaga, co-starring Lady Gaga's cleavage. Okay,
Is that second build?
Oh, she may win an Oscar. Those puppies may win an Oscar. Oh my God, dude! Ridley Scott, he knew what he was doing. Clearly,
Of course.
I shit you not. In every fucking scene, it's her tits are damn near out.
Well, I plead the fifth. I don't know.
You can. I saw it on the big screen too. So I mean,
I saw it on GXL too.
yeah. You can't miss those puppies.
No, they
Oh, every fucking scene, dude. It's Patrizio was been very comfortable in her own skin.
Oh, for sure.
Because it was, yeah. But yeah, that was, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little sleazier. I thought it'd be a little sexier for sure.
Yeah.
I thought Patrizio would have been like, I don't even know, just a little worse off, I guess. Really, none of these characters seemed awful. But except for the Swizz chick, who I don't know. I
don't like her. I don't like that woman.
And at the end, it felt like you're really supposed to hate Patrizio, but you really don't.
Didn't. No, I didn't hate her. No, I kind of sympathized with her.
And it felt like, well, am I supposed to hate Adam Driver then? You don't really
I don't
hate
Adam Driver either. No.
Or am I supposed to hate Aldo? No, you don't
Definitely
really
don't hate Pacino.
Who is the bad guy in this? Who is the one? Because you feel like there is supposed to be an archetype enemy in this one. It doesn't feel like anyone really. Maybe the assassins.
Yes.
Who were just moronic. They were like bumbling idiots. I'm surprised they even killed him, honestly.
I know.
I want to know if the bellhop died.
Yeah, he died.
He took a shot.
He took one. He took a shot right in the back.
I don't know why you kill the bellhop, and I don't know why you don't wear a mask.
That I'll never understand. Bro, I was watching like 3 episodes of Forensic Files. The way these people get caught.
I know.
Leave the bloody t-shirt in your car. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, shoot one, and don't take your own car either. Don't take a personal car.
You fucking steal a car.
Yeah.
It's why
clearly, yeah.
People are so dumb when it comes to that. They just think they're not going to get caught.
Yeah, and another kind of confusing thing about is I never really understood, because the whole film is kind of shot, I guess, almost in like a grayscale, kind of. The coloring is kind of saturated or something, an artistic reasoning for that. But I couldn't tell when it went from Italy to like New York or America or whatever, I really thought we'd get more of Italy, I thought that would be a bigger character in the film, but like Milan, the fashion industry and whatnot. We never really get. It's always inside buildings and stuff. It could have been shot anywhere, really. I don't even know if they did shoot this in Italy, but I feel like it could have been shot anywhere. But I feel like Italy and New York in the 80s and whatnot could have played a much bigger role in this. Yeah. But they don't do a good enough job of using locations.
Yeah,
like that whole, the whole like them reinventing Gucci would have been a much bigger part for me, and them getting Tom Ford when no one else. At one point, no one would work with Gucci, which is something I didn't know at all.
Yeah, like Versace and all them.
Yeah, no one would work with them. They became shit. And now, strangely, not even owned by anyone in Gucci.
I know. That's the most shocking thing. I thought Gucci was still owned by the Gucci family.
Of course not. Nothing is.
I know.
Yeah, nothing. They're owned. I don't even think they're owned by that Iraqi guy anymore.
Who owns Gucci?
You know what the No, I think it's something like Selma Hayek who plays the Patty in this or whatever, the fortune teller. Her husband is like the CEO of Gucci or something like that.
Fucking way.
Yeah, it's something weird like that. I'll try to find something about it. But yeah, kind of strange. No one involved anymore. Oh, listen to this. Salma Hayek is married to Francis Henry Pinot, founder and CEO of French multinational Keurig.
Keurig, yeah.
Coffee company, which owns the Gucci brand as of 2021.
Wow.
Salma Hayek, why the fuck is she working?
No idea.
Why is she doing anything? And why would she be in a movie that kind of even solely is the Gucci name, I feel like?
That's so wild.
That's her money. Yeah, not owned by anyone. But pretty popular these days.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gucci and like Supreme and stuff. That stuff's...
Yeah, who's Supreme owned by?
I'm sure they're probably owned by another.
Yeah,
Nestle or something.
Supreme is such a weird brand because I feel like that just hit.
That's the... But what are they're worth like $100 billion or something like that. Supreme.
Yeah, it's an American clothing and skateboarding lifestyle brand established in New York City in April 1994.
That's crazy.
It's been around for 27 years.
Yeah, but only big. And now they're like they're like designers.
James Jabaya, the founder of Supreme.
He still owns it?
He was a founder. I don't know if he still owns it.
Oh. Yeah, but that's House of Gucci. Disappointed, honestly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I probably won't be watching it again.
No, I definitely won't watch it again, but I didn't hate it. I'll be honest, I didn't hate it. I mean, obviously I have my problems with it, like majority of films that we watch, but if you have no idea about what the fuck happened with Gucci, yeah, it might be inconsistent. You might not get a lot of time with characters, but I learned something that I didn't.
I'd say read the book that this is based off of, the nonfiction book, because it's... Yeah. I mean, you're going to get a lot more. I would.
Well, I would
I'd
say
be much
read the
more
book
interested.
over watching any film ever. So.
Well.
Read Lord of the Rings over fucking watch. Well.
I wouldn't tell everyone to do that because Lord of the Rings are a masterpiece. And the
the
Lord of the Rings books are very dense.
Oh, my God. And the tree.
No, I definitely wouldn't tell everyone to do that for every book. I don't. Only when you need more time with a character should you rather read the book. But sometimes movies do just give you enough time. Like Lord of the Rings, I feel like. Yeah. I don't need 80 more years with Frodo. Right. I like the books do. Or I don't need 1,000 more years with Gandalf, where 300 years are him reading a book in a library. Yeah. I don't need it.
No, I don't need it either.
But the books are good too, also. But
listen to them on Audible.
Yeah.
From the old school, that old school voice actor or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them on Audible yet. But yeah, I'd give it around a 60% if I was giving it a grade.
Okay.
I just hold Ridley Scott. He's just one of the greats, so he needs to be held in high regard. All of his films need to be, although he hasn't.
Maybe we do a palate cleanse and go review The Last Duel at some point when it comes to streaming services.
I think so, because I haven't seen a good Ridley Scott film now that I think of it in a while.
Really?
When's the last time he was in something, did something good?
Well, I mean, he was executive producer of Raised by Wolves.
Yeah, which just means he told someone to make it. I mean, that's, yeah.
Kingdom of Heaven was great.
Oh, or what, 2001?
Yeah, okay, so Alien Covenant was good.
It was all right. I haven't watched it since. The Martian was good with Ben Affleck. Or not Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. That was really good. Okay. Yeah, besides I did Prometheus.
Yeah, dude, I fucking loved Alien Covenant, honestly.
What?
We reviewed it. I said it on the podcast, bro. I enjoyed Alien Covenant.
You enjoyed it. I don't think you said you loved it.
Well,
have you seen it since?
No. I don't ever watch films again, bro, unless they're like holiday films or shit.
If they're a really good movie, then I'll see it once in theaters and once when it comes out.
Oh, my God. He did Exodus, Gods, and Kings?
No, he didn't direct it. I walked out of that movie. I told you that. Oh, no, that's on the one. Oh, I thought that was the one with...
Wasn't it?
No. I thought that was the one with Gerard Butler.
Yes. Oh, that isn't the one?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Because I walked out of that movie.
Yeah. I heard that movie was atrocious.
Yeah.
So this one wasn't that.
No, that was 2014. That one, Gerald Butler, came out in like 2017, maybe later.
Oh, is this one about Moses?
Oh yeah, that's the one with
okay.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, okay.
That other one is called something like that, though.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was like,
It's
damn,
Egyptian
I can't
something,
believe
yeah.
he fucking directed that. That's a shame.
I'd never watch a Ridley Scott film again.
If he directed
I
that
would
one.
have. I promise you, dude. It was so bad. But all right, House
All right.
of Gucci. It's all
Yep.
I got.
All right, well, that is our review. If you guys like what you're seeing here, please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause, and until next time.
Bye.